You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Big Brother fans. We have got a Big Brother casting update of sorts. It's a casting rumor, and it's about Jackson, Michie, and Nicole Franzel, and whether or not they might be back for BB25, which starts this summer. So this is definitely a casting rumor, and it implies that there might be some summer sizzle in the Big Brother house with alumna players. But a lot of times people don't like when they bring back alums, especially since both of them are winners of past seasons, and you don't want two winners in there. So this renowned leaker that works at CBS and leaks stuff about Big Brother and other reality shows and soap operas over there at CBS, her name is Spoiler Girl, and this came from her. So we're going to dig into it in just a second. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our reality TV updates. And we're going to be bringing you Big Brother tidbits as they come out and then all summer long. So Spoiler Girl dropped this tidbit a few days back. She tweeted, "Oop, they are bringing Jackson back for BB25 and Franzel. I hear that Jackson is targeting Franzel if he wins the first HOH." So this Twitter got tons of people really, really worked up, but then she came back and said she was just trolling her followers. So that post got almost 100,000 views. And then when she said she was trolling, then she got a ton of fan criticism. There's a pile of accusations already made against Jackson Michie that has many saying CBS should ban him permanently from returning. As for Nicole Franzel, reviews are mixed. Some say they'd love to see her back and consider her a GOAT, a greatest of all time. However, there's a ton of fans who don't want to see her back and playing for a fourth time. So the good news is this is mostly rumor, and we're going to talk about why it wouldn't happen. So as many fans pointed out, Nicole is busy. She is rumored to be trying for baby number 2. She and Big Brother alum Victor Arroyo married, and he moved to Michigan. And now they are married, and they share a son, Arrow Arroyo. His full name is actually Victor Arroyo IV. He was born July 21st, 2021, so he's almost 2. They call him Arrow. And it doesn't seem likely that Nicole would leave her toddler to come back to Big Brother, especially if they're trying to add to their family right now. Plus, she's already won once. It took her 3 times, but she won the whole schlemiel. And Victor is busy working for the Marine Division of the Michigan State Police, so it's likely he wouldn't have the time off of work to cover her to go to Big Brother. So logistically, it just wouldn't work. But really, there's no reason to dig deeper into it because Spoiler Girl said she was trolling everyone. But to pull Jackson Michie's name out is very interesting. He was a polarizing player that drew tons of criticism and accusations of racism. He was called out for verbally abusing other house guests and cheating when he was on Slop. But in the end, he won BB21. But if you remember, on the finale night, even though he won and was jubilant, Julie Chen had some things to say to him. There was the whole rice ball incident where he asked an Asian girl about rice balls, and then he got accused of being racist. And since Julie Chen is Asian, she kind of said some things to him on finale night. Whether you thought he deserved it or not, it definitely had to diminish his win and take a little wind out of his sails. So he probably wouldn't be back. If you hate the idea of seeing Jackson Michie back on there, it looks like this was just all one big joke by Spoiler Girl to mess with people. And it doesn't seem likely that Michie would subject himself to further scrutiny and hate. So he got enough of that when he came home from Big Brother and found out what everybody thought about him. Over the past year or so, he found religion, he got baptized, he got engaged 2 months ago. So he is putting his life together. He's got this bright new outlook. He says he's changed, he's done the work, things people say. What good for him if he has. So it's probably a good thing that this was just a trolling post and not a real spoiler. However, after mocking fans for believing her joke post, Spoiler Girl offered what she claims is a legitimate spoiler about BB25 casting. She tweeted, "This info is actually real," making fun of her troll post. BB25 casting just completed semifinals, which means they are on to the finals. It is possible finals will take place over Zoom. My source thinks they are leaning towards all newbies, but I still maintain returning players have been contacted. So the story with Spoiler Girl is that she works for CBS, but not in the section that works on Big Brother, but she's got friends that work on the show, and that's supposedly where she gets her info. Her info is hit and miss, but sometimes it's just right on the ball. So it's definitely something that's interesting to look at. So right now, we are less than 2 months until Big Brother 25 kickoff. So there's still plenty of time to get casting done. And other information and chatter that has come up around Big Brother season 25 is that it will kick off later than usual on July 12th and run through the October 4th season finale. So, and then we're looking at a 2-part season premiere on Wednesday and Thursday, July 12th and 13th, according to this leaked information. And then there's usually, 3 episodes a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and then Thursday's live eviction. So Big Brother Network had speculated that the late start for BB25 might be to carry CBS deeper into fall, and it could be about the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike that began on May 2nd. If you don't know about this, basically all the writers in the industry, they're in a union, the Writers Guild of America, the WGA, and they have walked out a few times over the years. There was one strike in the late 90s, maybe 98, and then there was a recent one in I'm thinking 2007 to 2008. That one ran 100 days with no writers. And so many shows had to go on hiatus, or they would use non-union writing talent, or they would basically just turn to anybody on the staff of a show after the writers walked out and say, "Hey, do you want to write an episode of something?" So it was kind of funny because all the top tier writers had walked out, but the shows that wanted to keep making episodes just basically use kind of randos to write. But there's another option. If you didn't know this, writers can claim FICOR status. That stands for Financial Core, which basically means you can't afford not to work. Some people can, people make different amounts of money. And so some people can cross the picket line if they declare FICOR. But at Big Brother and other reality shows, they don't need the writers. They need challenge designers. They need, people to man the cameras, but they don't necessarily need writers. And so it seems like Big Brother Network might be spot on with this, because starting later means that if the strike lasts a little longer and they can't get their fall lineup in place, then they have a little bit of wiggle room. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Big Brother updates and other updates and news on your favorite reality TV shows. So this WGA thing is the largest labor stoppage since their one in 2007 and 8. So it would definitely make sense that CBS would look to summer hit Big Brother to ease their fall lineup pressure caused by this walkout of writers. So it looks like around July 12th is what we're going to see. And we're not going to be seeing Michie or Franzel unless they show up to host an event. But I doubt that Michie is going to ever be invited back to play Big Brother. Even if CBS decided that they didn't think he did anything wrong, there was enough fan hate about it that it just seems like it would cause an uproar. So what do you think? Did you see that initial spoiler, that quote spoiler, that turned out to be a trolling post from Spoiler Girl? Would you love or hate to have Michie and Nicole Franzel back? And mostly, are you ready to tune in mid-July for BB25? And are you hoping for there to be newbies or some seasoned players returning?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.